Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today I am outside. Now this is because I'm planning on doing a bit of photography, like some Lego photography. Um, and this is inspired by a picture which will be on screen now. So I'm basically gonna try and do something similar with my own J and Neo minifigures. I've obviously had to go outside to find a puddle, make it a little bit more realistic, as you can see by all the grass and stuff behind me. So yeah, I'm in front of a puddle. I'm going to try and set the figures up in a way, and then I'll also describe how I'm going to edit the picture, and show you everything that I'm doing. It'll also be kind of how I do thumbnails. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. So doing a bit of a voiceover here, I basically just wanted to try and place the figures in any way that they would stay still, just flat on the rocks, because obviously I didn't want them to like fall over, but I also didn't want to try and include any actual Lego pieces to support them, otherwise I thought it would take away from the look. I didn't want to have to like put my tripod in the water, so I thought I would zoom in with the camera on the other side of the puddle, and my crotch fell in shot there. But you know, it just wasn't quite looking right, so I had to put the tripod in the water, and that seemed to get a pretty good angle, I think. Obviously you had to just adjust everything a little bit, otherwise it just wasn't going to look very well. So here it is. Here is what I'd say is like the final positioning. I wanted it to be a bit lower, maybe flat with the floor, but I just couldn't do that. Okay, so that didn't really work the way that I was hoping. I think so what I'm going to do is go and make my own puddle. Go to the concrete, pour a bit of water in there to make my own puddle, and then use that for the figures. I might try and make this one work, but as a first go, it wasn't the best. And so here is the editing process of the pictures. I use a photo editor called Pics. It's a mobile app, free to use, and I think it's very nice. It doesn't have any watermarks, as you can tell from the thumbnails. It has a variety of uses, you know, for the thumbnails. It has a bunch of different perks and benefits. It gives me plenty of like options for editing, and it even has its own like built-in photo gallery to add my own effects with certain pictures, which I might show you in the future. As you can see here, I tried to edit out the foot, but it just wasn't going very well, and I thought I'd try a different way where I edit out the entire like screen, I guess, for Nia. But after I did that, you can see that it doesn't quite look right. So here we are, trying to get another picture. This was the original camera angle, and I tried to obviously pour water, make it look like there's a reflection, but I just couldn't do that with the original load of water that I took out, because it all just ran away. Well, not really ran away, but ran off, and dried up. So I couldn't get a reflection, and obviously got to have something fall over while recording a video, and I just gave up with that. So I wanted to get back home and try a different way of recording. So as you can see, I'm trying to now edit it in a slightly different way, still using the original pictures that I took, because I thought there's surely a way that I can try and make this work. And this is when I came up with the idea to edit the original Lego part of the picture and then lay that over the top of the water. Wasn't sure how this was going to go, but as you can see, I originally tried to cut out the Lego figure, and it didn't go too badly, you know, I was able to cut everything out. But then when it came to actually like placing it in the water, you can see, made it a little bit thick, and then tried to place it in there, and it did look quite nice. It just wasn't quite for me, you know, it wasn't the best. So I decided that I would start over completely, you know, adding in the pictures again, and just trying to cut out the minifigure, as I said earlier. Now, this didn't go too badly. I'll just let me explain everything as I'm going along. But I originally needed to find how to cut out the figure, and to zoom in and trace along the outside of it, starting at the feet. I can do it anywhere else, but I just found it easier at the feet. And yeah, the hair was kind of annoying to cut out, especially with the shape of it and all the lines and stuff, but I think I did a pretty good job, and even the photo editor thinks I did a good job from the looks of it. See? And also I knew I didn't have to be too tight about it because it was a reflection in like a dark puddle, and when I started to add it into the picture, I didn't think it looked quite right. You know, if you look at it now, you can see there's quite a lot of glue showing through, which I just think looks a little bit weird. So I wasn't too happy with the original version, just because there was a lot of the figure that was like onshore, or like mixing between the land and the water, and I just wanted it to be in the water. So what I decided to do was only use half the figure, you know, cut off the top half, and then try and just use that for like covering the water, because then I can bring it a bit closer to Jay, I can angle it a bit closer to the shore, have a much smoother line. It was just a whole lot better. Now, obviously I have to do all of the filters and stuff, make everything seem legit, and just, you know, make it all fade in together, make it all look like it's one thing. Now, I went through all of them, but I knew that I wanted to use this overlay one, so that's what I did. I added that in, and I'm pretty happy with it. So that's really it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed, please give a like, subscribe, all of that usual stuff, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.